So you might have heard of the term progressive overload, and I talk about progressive overload a lot on this channel, but what does it actually mean? How do you do it? How do you apply it to your workouts? So then that way you can use the benefits of it, which are, getting stronger and putting on more muscle. Well, there are a lot of different ways you can do it, but there's only two ways that actually mean anything. Now, a lot of people talk about, if you shorten your rest times, it's technically progressive overload if you use the same weight for the same reps with the same technique. If you improve your technique, it's technically progressive overload if you're using the same weight and the same reps because it looks better, meaning you're gaining strength and all that. Some people will say that if you slow down the tempo and still get the same reps and the same weight, then you're progressively overloading. And while that might be true, the only things that I think really matter are increasing reps and increasing weight on the bar. Everything else, it kind of contributes. And of course, you want to have really good technique and really good form anyway. Like regardless of, you shouldn't be aiming to improve form as a measurement of progressive overload. You should just be doing that on your own anyway, as something that you just do. So as far as progressive overload goes, adding reps to the sets and adding weight to the bar. And so a really good way to think about this is a few ways. Like you can do the same rep scheme each and every session and just aim to add 5 pounds to the bar each and every time that you do those sets of whatever reps that you choose to do. So let's just say, for the sake of example, sets of 5. And if you do that, cool, then you increase the weight. If you don't, you stay till you get sets of 5, and then you go ahead and increase the weight next time. But typically speaking, this is a very new lifter, linear progression model that someone who is new to lifting will be able to add 5 pounds consistently week after week after week after week until they reach a weight where their body is like, hey, maybe this is a little bit challenging. The other way you can do it is work to increase reps every week until you get to a certain number of reps. So it's similar to the other one, but the goal isn't so much to just keep adding weight as soon as you can, it's to keep adding reps. So in this case, let's just say you're working in a set of 8 to 12 reps. You want to use a weight that you can get somewhere in that rep range, and you do that weight week after week until you get up to sets of 12. And once you get to sets of 12, you increase the weight. Wherever your reps land that week, you just keep going and get to those sets of 12, and then increase the weight again once you do that. And that's a slower progression model, but it's a very effective one because you get used to handling that weight and you get used to increasing weight on the bar. And then you just, get stronger that way as well. And since you're progressively getting better and better and you're pushing yourself in order to get those increased reps, and then of course increase weight and then increase reps again, if I can speak English here, that's a really good way to build the overall work capacity, get the right amount of mechanical tension on the muscle, grow some muscle, build some strength, and overall, I think it's a great way to go. Now, one or the other, it depends on what your main goal is, which way is better to go with, whether you focus on adding weight or focus on adding reps. But at the end of the day, you're going to really be doing both pretty much no matter what anyway, unless you just continually add weight to the bar and keep the same reps forever, and then you're just some kind of genetic freak, and well, kudos to you, but that's just not the reality for most people. So if you want to do progressive overload, that's how you do it. Add reps to the sets or add weight to the bar. If you want to go ahead and add sets to your workout as a form of progressive overload, that's just a really quick way to burn yourself out, burn energy, and maybe make a little progress. But in most cases, it's just not really the way to go. Any questions on that? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.